Yes, people, welcome along to Aston Villa from the stands. This is your game day countdown to kickoff as we take the long hour till kickoff. Manchester United versus Aston Villa in game week 38, the final day of the Premier League season. And this is the biggest game of the season, without a doubt. And we're here to build it up. We're here to get involved in the pre-game atmosphere, ready for the big game. 4 o'clock kickoff. Everything is at stake today. Champions League football, Europa League football, or Conference League football. Take your pick, Aston Villa. But it's not all in our hands, and that is what is unfortunate about today. We are relying on the likes of Nottingham Forest, a bit of Everton, a bit of Fulham to maybe change the dynamic. But first and foremost, Aston Villa must win today at Old Trafford. We must win at Old Trafford and get the job done here first. So big up to everyone. You're here for the game day countdown. Smash the like button, subscribe, get in the comments. We're going to get the team lineup up right now. Starry's just bought me in a coffee ready for game day. And as I say, kickoff is in 1 hour's time. That's right. We're locked in. We're ready to rock and roll. So people, first and foremost, how are you all feeling? How are the nerves? Are you like I am, where for all week, all I've been thinking about is it's easy as fine as Manchester United. We're going to get the job done. Nothing to worry about. I don't know why everyone's stressing. We've got, it's United. They're dusty. So then, sort of come live today, I'm sat here and I'm quaking. I'm quaking in my boots. I'm quaking in my boots because you just have seen all the damning stats today. Everywhere I look, it's Villa's last day of the season record. It's that we don't win at Old Trafford. It's this and it's that. So keep your fingers crossed. Run up the support and let me know how you're all doing. Pete Tandy says, just win and pray up the Villa. Absolutely. Placid says, Europa League is good enough, but I would love to see UCL. Again, big up to Placid. Look, there's only one outcome I'm craving for today. It's Champions League football. I've said this all season long. You have given me a taste of Champions League football. You've given me games like PSG at home this season, one of the best games of football I can remember. You've given me a massive win against Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich, the prestige of that club, John Duran's goal. You've given us some great away days as well. It just hits differently being in the Champions League. And I think the idea today is that wherever we finish, however we finish, it will impact our recruitment this summer. That's no doubt about it. So Champions League gives us the pool. Europa League gives us something slightly different. But yeah, I hope everyone is good. And look, I've never done this before, go an hour before kickoff, but we've got to build this up. We've got to get ready. We've got to get sort of locked in. Let's get straight into the lineup then, people. Let's get straight into the lineup and have a look at this. No shocks or surprises as such. Why does BT feel really glitchy on there all of a sudden? So why does that look a little bit glitchy? Give me a sec. We're getting the Liverpool. Who cares about Liverpool really today? Like, I'm not being funny, but who actually cares about Liverpool today? Where is it? There you go. That's better. So look, the lineup is on the screen right now. Let's go through it. Let's get into it. How's your thoughts and feelings on the lineups? Okay. Emi Martinez in goal. Cash, Konsa, Powell, Matson, McGinn, Kamara, Anana, Asensio, Rogers, Watkins. It basically picks itself. The only things I'd probably say about that, and which you may not be able to see as clearly on this graphic, is the bench today. You have Leon Bailey, you have Jacob Ramsey, you have Donny Malen, Garcia, Luca Dean, Barkley, Mings, but the biggest name on the bench today is none other than Yuri Tillemans. Yuri Tillemans is on the bench. He returns, people. That is fantastic news, in my opinion. To have a quality player like Yuri Tillemans in the backup in this NC, it's all good. It's brilliant. It's what we want to see. So big up to that lineup. Unai Emery, I think he's got it spot on. There's no complete complaints from me. I think that is the team that people probably expected. Can we also talk about the fact that the kit is absolutely sexy? Villa are playing in the new away kit that was released on Thursday. And look, people, you could look at the team, you could say Tyrone Mings should have come in instead of Konsa. People could have said, actually, look, I want Luca Dean in today. But where I see Ian Matson, I see someone who wants to be very attacking today. I see someone who is looking to be very attacking in Unai Emery's thoughts, and it's a good balanced back line. We know Kamara and Onana are going to be in that double pivot. We know Rodgers will be stuck out wide right, and it's going to be boxed in there with Asensio. So look, it's strong, it's good, and it feels good to me. We are going to get the Man United team up because that is important as well. But let me know your thoughts on the Villa lineup. Is there any changes you would have wanted to see from this Aston Villa lineup, people? Let me know. Do you think the likes of Jacob Ramsey, Bailey, Mallon would have been suited in the wide areas today? Or do you think that we have to go with the tried and tested? Do you think we have to go with what has been working for us? 3 clean sheets in a row. 3 clean sheets in a row. You cannot complain. Thanks, love. My love has just brought me in some pre-game sandwiches as well, because I won't be able to eat during the game, that's for sure. But there we go. So, people, thoughts on the lineup? VJ's announced he likes the lineup. Paul Aston says, in my honest opinion, anything but conference up the Villa. Listen, Conference League will be an absolute... I can't look at it, is all I'm going to say. Europa League, I'll be able to just about swallow, but I'm here today with chests, and Villa need to and should get Champions League football. Lineup for me is counter-speed formation. I like it. No Garnacho for United. Happy days. Look, there's obviously been that backlash between Garnacho and obviously Ruben Amorim. It's not been pretty. It's not been very nice. And look, essentially, what's gone on there is a clear statement from Ruben Amorim. We're going to get the Man United team lineup up. Whatever we play in Europe, we win it. I like that confidence. Wow. Even if we get the Champions League, I like that a lot. But yeah, Vamos says he likes the lineup. Love that. Players to play for both Man United and Aston Villa. Wow, Ashley Young. That's the only name you need. That's the best name you need in there. Player v player, we are better than them. Let's go out there and show it. Got my whiskey and Coke, and we're going to sound like up the Villa. Big up to Rusty John. That's going to get you through, definitely. Pete wants his sandwich as well. Yeah, we've got a bit of cheese and onion. Look. Top scram. Top scram. But yeah. So, Man United's lineup. Is it dusty? Is it strong? Your thoughts on this lineup, please, people. I'm actually going to do it through FootMob because it looks a bit better. They've changed the goalkeeper. And I want to know your thoughts on this goalkeeper. They've got the young lad, Bayindir, in goal. So, look. Interesting. Bayindir in goal. No Onana. They've gone Lindelof, Maguire, and this Heaven lad. Now, I can't really comment on this Heaven lad, but anyone know anything about him? Anyone know of interest of him? Does anyone know anything about Heaven? And not the biblical one, but this player Heaven. They've got Mazwari. Doesn't scare me too much. Dorgu gets forward a little bit. Bruno, potential last game for Bruno today for Manchester United. Potential last game for Bruno today for Manchester United alongside Casemiro. And then I look at that front three. I will be completely real with you. The only players in that front three who scares me is Amad Diallo. Mason Mount and Højlund, yeah, they can work hard, they can do X, Y, and Z. But do they scare me? No. No, they don't. And I'm going to be honest. That Man United team, pound for pound, as someone said in the chat, we are better than them. We are better than them. Someone tell me different. Someone tell me different. Pound for pound, we are better than this Man United team. Amad Diallo is the one who scares me. That's all. There is no Garnacho. So basically, Ruben Amorim has got rid of the riffraff. He's gone, do you know what? Garnacho, you can do one. You can do one. But what I will do is still play this basically the same team who let him down in the final. Now, you can look at that in one or two ways. You can look at that Man United side and go, this Man United side is going to come out there today and try and do Redemption City. They're going to try and basically give the fans a sorry performance and said, look, listen, I'm really sorry. We absolutely bottled that final. I'm putting basically the same team out with a few tweaks. Hopefully, they do a little bit better. I don't know. Pete 10 said they'll throw the game through by Rashford. Imagine that. Imagine that fear, but I like it. 1874 just woke up, America so early. Big up to everyone in the chat, by the way. You're all legends. The team lineups are in. As I said, there is Manchester United's team lineup in terms of their front players. Who scares you? Be honest. Be honest with chest. Who scares you in that Man U team? Are you worried about a Bruno last game ever for Manchester United revival arc? Are you worried about that? Are you worried about Bruno pulling off a masterclass? That's the one that maybe keeps me awake at night. And Amad Diallo coming off that right wing. It's the only thing I can see a threat. Rasmus Højlund, I swear down, if this is the reason, if this guy turns up today and turns into prime R9 on the day that he has been crap all season, my head will fall off. My head will fall off. Mason Mount's just there to press. I just don't know. I just keep looking at that team going, where should I be scared? So that's the United. Now I'm gonna give you, before I go into some positivity, we've got to be real and we've got to lay down some of the facts to bear, which is that it's not great for Villa on the last game of the season. I don't know if anyone has seen this stat today. It came up quite late and I thought, fudging hell, what's going on here? How on earth have we got ourselves into such bad vein of form? But have a look at this, people. Have a look at this stat. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but this stat made me ill. This stat... Yeah, I know. That stat made me very, very ill. Have a look at this, okay? What's your thoughts and feelings on this one? We know that Unai Emery likes breaking records, and he does change things. But geez Louise, look at this, chat. Aston Villa have won just one of the last 26 occasions their final league game of the season. Has come away from home, winning 3-1 at Chelsea in 2001-2002. We have to look back to the 01-02 season to find our last final game of the season win. Now, why am I putting that to you guys right now? Why am I putting that to you guys? Because a draw is not good enough today. The permutation is this. Villa simply cannot draw today. It has to be a win. A win, a win, a win, and nothing but a win. And when I see records like that, I think to myself, how has a football club like Aston Villa got themselves in a predicament where from 2001 and 02, we haven't won on the final game of the season since then? Now, last year, if you go back to the final game of the season, you are a pain. This dog. This dog's a pain already. Listen, the final game of the season last season was Crystal Palace. We were all on the piss. We were all on the beach. And it was an absolute nightmare of a game. We got absolutely destroyed by Crystal Palace. It made us lose the game. And yeah, we were all on the piss. Today is no excuses. Unai Emery must break this record. I want to know your thoughts in the chat on this. Records are for breaking, exactly that. We have to change that. We have to change that narrative today. No more poxy, crappy records on final day. We have to change that. So when I'm saying I'm worried, I saw that this morning. I thought, you're joking me. You are joking me. Are Villa really that dusty? But then I saw this stat and it made me happy. It made me happy. Not on the final day bit. No, we didn't. So, by the way, I got the Villa mug in today. Full coffee. We'll be doing the squash during the game. But this is the pre-game lineup. Guys, make sure you smash the like button for me. As I said, we don't usually go live this early, but this is none other than the biggest game of the season. There is no messing around here today. Have a look at this stat I'm about to present to you, chat. By the way, have a look at this stat for you. Okay. Hey, I'm always say yeah, no worries, Lee. We've gone early today just for the build-up, but there we go. Since the start, where's the Wi-Fi drop? Since the start of March, hopefully all is okay, chat. Since the start of March, Aston Villa have earned 24 points in the Premier League from 9 games, won 8, lost 1, more than any other side in that period. Just checking everything's okay, chat, with the stream. The Wi-Fi dipped out. I think we're all good. Just checking. Let me know, chat. Is everything all good? Is everything all good with the chat? Yeah, it did a minute, but it's all good now. It's all good. Sorry, I thought the Wi-Fi dropped on StreamYard. It came up with a warning, but all good. So let's inject this into us. I've got to take positivity with the doomsday stats. I call it the doomsday stats because it's serious. It's absolutely serious. Our record at Old Trafford is absolutely abysmal. Our record on the last day of the season is absolutely abysmal. And I'm sick of seeing bad stats. So we have to go with this. Since the start of March, Aston Villa have earned 24 points Premier League from 9 games, more than any other. We are the most informed side. Let's just inject that. We beat Brighton final day for ECL. Okay, Michael's in there as well, saying that. So maybe that stat is wrong about the final game of the season, if someone can double check that. If so, Opta stats are wrong. Never trust Opta stats. And also, I should do my source checking them. That's a lesson to be learned. If anyone can check that with the final day of the season. Maybe were we at home against Brighton? It might be away from home potentially that they're on about on that stat. But yeah, so we're the most informed side. No one can argue that. No one can even sort of cross that sort of mindset that we aren't the most informed side, which we are. But this is what, again, the statistics have brought to us today. Everything is going in our favour in terms of the pre-game. As I said, the predictions for the result of today's games based on simulations run by the Opta supercomputer. Now, if you're a bit nerdy and you like all the stats and figures and facts, then you'll see this. If you think this is a load of tosh, a computer can't decide anything, which is actually true, then you're going to look at this and think, who cares? But Manchester United's win chance percentage is basically 25%. Villa's is 52%, and there's a chance of a draw. A draw is no good for us today. A draw is absolutely no good for us today. And so, again, if you look at the bookies, if you look at the odds, if you look at the stats, everyone is putting this Aston Villa side as the favourites to win today. And that, for me, is everything you need to know about how people are perceiving and viewing Aston Villa. Now, I want to know, again, when you see the lineups, and we'll go back to the lineups in a minute, do you think that is a fair rating? Do you think that actually Villa should be higher favourites? Or do you think, again, when you look at the comments on this, by the way, people talk about they've overlooked our voodoo at Old Trafford. Well, there was some there. Yeah, here we go. They forgot to factor in the United hex over Villa. Exactly that. Which maybe it's another post I saw. But that's the Opta predictor. You don't always need to believe Opta. They're never always right, but there we go. Mike said, last season, we didn't need to worry about the last game. Season 4 beat Brighton for ECL. Emery Villa is like no other Villa we've had in the Prem. It's a different kettle of fish, and I like it. Michael, you've been positive now for a few weeks. Do you still feel the same today? Let me know. But yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Now, a big player who starts today is Amadou Onana, who, by the way, has just found his form at the right time. He's broken into that Villa team because of the Tielemans injury. He's taken the game and his position by the scruff of the neck, and he said, hey, I'm not here to mess around. I'm here to do damage and business. And I really like this. We talk about Amadou Onana and his connection with the fan base. We'll have a look at this from Amadou. He's actually said this: Amadou Onana and what a win today would mean for the fans. They've come from the Championship era, coming back to the Prem and qualifying for the third year in a row for European football. So it'd mean a lot for the whole club. I love that because Amadou's a new signing. It's not been a good season for him in terms of a personal level. He's had to wait for his chances and opportunities. He's been in and out of the side. He has scored some big goals for us. But there's one thing you must say about Amadou is he has connected with the fan base. He's connected with the fan base. You've seen that with his fist pumps. You've seen that in the way he goes up to the whole end and cajoles them all the way end after each game. And in fact, his celebrations as well. He's a proper grab the badge, kiss it type of bloke. And I'm like, yes. I absolutely love that from you, Amadou. So, look, I love that sort of vibe from him today. In terms of Manchester United, then, we've got to go back to the opposition. I want to see what the fans' reaction were to their side, because that tells you a lot. Now, there is planned protests today, I think, at Manchester United and Old Trafford. How much that will impact the players, you never know, because it's not always clear on there. Let me just get this up here for you. But yeah, apparently there's no Luke Shaw, and there is no Luke Shaw and Yanni I can't even speak. So this one's just come up about their team news. Luke Shaw and Lenny Yoro are both missing due to foot problems. Now, I'll be honest. Lenny Yoro, not too worried about. Luke Shaw, however, he could have been a little bit of a threat on that left-hand side. Instead, they've gone with the two youngsters in Dorgu and Heaven, and that will be not ideal. Now, here's another thing that makes me laugh about the world of footballers. Anyone know this? Manchester United players, listen to this. Manchester United players will travel on post-season tour immediately after the Man U Villa and fly to Kuala Lumpur tonight. Feels like getting a detention on the final day of school. That's absolutely unbelievable. Now, if you want another omen as to why Villa win, if you're a Manchester United player, by the way, you've just lost that Europa League final, shit performance. You've got to now come to Old Trafford where your fan base hate you. You've had a big fallout and riff-raff with Amaron. Imagine this. You've got to get on a plane and fly to Australia tonight to do a post-season tour. If you're a Manchester United player, you want this season done and dusted. You want to go hide. You want to go hide as far away as you can, maybe in Australia, but by yourself, not wearing the Manchester United kit. So I can't believe that actually that's got to be another thing on their mind. That's got to be another thing on their mind, that Manchester United players have got to get on a plane and fly to Australia tonight to do a post-season tour, which has no value and no meaning to them. A bit of a sort of tick box exercise. Crazy, right? Crazy. So I'd be fuming if I was a player. They're not even getting to see their family. They've got to go home for that. So for me, that works in Villa's favour. Let's see some of the other comments here as well. PC's in the house, big up. Anyone names Onana plays crap at Old Trafford? Well, listen, Andre is luckily on the bench. Well, is that lucky? We would have wanted them. We would maybe wanted Onana to start today. Darwin is confident that Villa win today. I love that. Can you imagine us celebrating a victory, Champions League, them having a protest? Disgusting, I know. How far the clubs have come. They're all going to be thinking about have they made sure they proper pack their handbags. Talk to the wife. She's not keen on this Western Superman move, so we're winning. Man U nail Villa too. I love it. Big up to PC. You're not keen on Western Superman, are you, PC? I'll hear you. Sorry, chat. I had to get that sandwich in. I didn't want to hear you chomping. I was thinking of your ears. So, think about that. Manchester United players' heads must be on Mars right now. I would be as well. Here we go. Bit of a protest going on. I want you to think about all this noise that's going on in the background that's in Villa's favour. You can see a protest here on the streets of Old Trafford about Glazers, about the ownership. Again, that riff-raff will carry into the stadium. That riff-raff will carry into the stadium. And they're not there to get behind the Glazers. Well, they hate the Glazers. I can't see the players. I can't see them getting behind the players. Because sometimes in a protest, right, against ownership, the fans really get behind the players. And they really do. Look, it's actually quite a big protest. Have a look at this again. But yeah, we are absolutely going to Old Trafford where they are in a mess. The fans are hating on each other. The fans are hating in protest, hating on the ownership. It's really going to mess up the players, I think, in my opinion, on that sense. So, yeah, I'm going to give you some more stuff and news on there. Let's go to round. How are we all feeling, though? Listen, what's the vibe? Are we still sat here confident as ever? Are you sat like me? You're having your coffee, your tea, your water, your squash, whatever you choose. Are you sat here thinking it's all going to be okay? I'm trying to sort of convince you about the noise. But yeah, I want you to know your thoughts as well. Unai said pre-match this is not Emmy's last match for Villa. Has he actually said that, has he? Has he actually said that? That's interesting. I didn't know he would actually come out there. Big up to Nick, one of our members. Rich said we should smash these 3-0. When do you move into your new digs, Josh? 5-6 weeks is the hope of PC. Big updates will be on that. Heidi and I cannot wait. All the years hurt at Old Trafford. A win is overdue. Absolutely. How ironic would it be for Villa to win at Old Trafford and get UCL? Well, man, you won't see UCL for 2 years at least. Crazy. Of course, Pete Tandy. he's already made a great point. I'm not going to lie to you. My eyes are on other games as well. I don't know how I'm going to manage this. If Villa are 2 or 3-0 comfortable, I'm not going to lie. I'm flicking over to Forest Chelsea, and we'll be doing a watch along on Forest Chelsea, because that's the state of play today. That is the state of play today. I'm not even joking now. If Villa are 3 or 4-0 up, I don't 60 minutes in, and the Chelsea game is 1-0 Chelsea, I will be on that Chelsea game. I'm going to go find a red shirt, and I'm cheering on Nottingham Forest like I've never cheered them on before. But it looks very toxic, Old Trafford. It looks very poor and it looks robust. But we have to. Are you going to have scores up during the watch along? I will do what I can. Actually, Michael, I will do what I can. In fact, I will. Of course, the watch along will be over on Big Up today, but I will have the scores on there. This is our pre-game countdown. Big up to everyone who's in here, by the way, locking it in. It's going to be nuts. We all need to support each other on this, without a doubt, because it's going to be a bit of a wild one. Now, as I said, I'm going to go back to the Villa sort of thoughts and feelings around the fan base and the lineups, and we'll have a look on social media as well. But before I do that, chat, just a quick one. If you haven't done so already, check out my pinned comment, which is about fantasy picks. We have the following legends so far in fantasy picks. We have Lee Collison. We have AVFTS, whoever that is. We have Meeks, we have Long, and we have Nick Salter. If you want to be part of the fantasy picks, then check out the pinned comment. All you have to do is name 5 players who are better than my 5 players. You can see here, it is £3.73 to enter if you're in English, or $5 if you don't want the conversion. You win $50 as your prize money, okay? And you just need to name 5 players who are better than my 5 to win. It's going to be as simple as that. Get involved in the pinned comment. Get involved in fantasy picks. It will make the Man U Villa game more interesting. Get your Villa boys in and get involved in that. But let's get back to that backlash from social media on Manchester United, and then we'll go to Villa, because I've just found something as well. The Garnacho Exodus, as we need to call it. Why are we calling it the Garnacho Exodus? Calling it the Garnacho Exodus because Garnacho was very public midweek. He basically said, he basically said that he's hinted this will be his last game for Man United now, because he got left on the bench for the Europa League final. He basically said that he's played in every game in the build-up to the tournament, and and that's it. However, this is what the riffraff says here. A bit too spicy as well. This is what the riffraff says here. Alejandro Garnacho not in the Man U squad today. Ruben Amorim says we haven't seen the last of him in a United shirt, and he will be part of the post-season tour. I think that basically that's a bit of a cover-up. The axing of Garnacho is enough to say he's going. It's as simple as that. So there we go. Now PC is coming in some permutations. They actually, there we go. The boys are out. They're just coming out on the pitch now in the warm-up strip. There's big Tyrone Mings. Look at Onana looking solid. Yes, lads, they're looking focused. Kamara's got the is it braids? Yeah, he's got the hair braids. Huh? Yeah, they look good. They look good. So look, big up to the Villa boys. They look good coming out there. Today is my 30th day of quitting smoking tobacco and weed, says Michael. Well done, sir. I salute my hat to you. Massive. Keep going. Right. In terms of Aston Villa, then, of course, we're playing in the away kit today. The new one, not the old one. The away kit. Vibes around the lineup, then. I always like to look at this because I like to see how the fans. I like to see how the fans feel, which is like this. Let me get this up for you. Okay. Stato has put in his stats as usual, which you can see. Big appearances. Ezri Konsa set to make his 100th away Premier League appearance. And Powell starts his 50th game. Powell and Konsa in there. But yeah, lots of positivity. Sometimes you always get a moan in the chat. Let's go. And basically, everyone is feeling very positive about it. Everyone's happy about the bench. No Yuri. Look, no way was there. This is interesting. Get a Sensei gone. What does Malin have to do to start, especially against these bums? Probably the only negative comment has come through that about Malin. I don't get it. I don't get it personally. I think Malin for me is the man who should be on the bench. He's a good impact player, and I think the lineup from Unai Emery is completely spot on. So I'm going to say this. Some of you may not have seen the lineup. I'll put the lineup up again on the screen for you. We've got half an hour till kickoff, which is damn. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's coming quick. It's coming fast. So the lineup, as always, is really important to me because I think it sets the tone for Aston Villa. I think it sets the tone for how Unai Emery is going to demonstrate. Let me put the lineup again on the screen for you. Again, people, 62 of you in here, keep smashing the like button for me. And of course, as well, let me know your thoughts on these. Seriously now, which Man United player gets into the Villa team, if any? Real question, not bantering, by the way. Is there any Manchester United player who'd get into the Villa team? I don't think there is. You could argue maybe one, maybe two, but I can't see it. So you got, to say who? Bruno, potentially, if you had to be really pedantic about it, Bruno. But that's the only thing I would probably say is Bruno or Casemiro. You may have to respect who they are. You may have to respect the prestige that they are. And you might go, do you know what? Yeah, they get in. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Am I being harsh or am I being real? Any of these players get in the team. Let me know, people. I'm just sharing something like that. So they haven't got an Arna in goal. My heart sort of was upset about that because if I saw an Arna in goal, I'd have said to Heidi, let's start partying now because they've got Dusty and Arna in goal. But they haven't. They've got the young lad in. Bayern, who, by the way, I've seen him have a few dusty games, so not worried. Lindelof, Maguire, Heaven. I mean, that back line there is enough for us to get in behind Watkins' pace, Rodgers' strength and Argyle. Ian Maatson, by the way, watch Ian Maatson have a stormer today. In fact, watch Ian Maatson have an absolute peaky blinder today. There's so many connotations they're putting on the TV as well about who goes where. Top 5 Champions League. If Chelsea finish 7th and win Conference League, 8th goes to 8th. If Chelsea finish 6th and win Conference League, 7th will qualify for the Europa League. It's all really complex, actually, all this qualification crap. But there we go. So, Lindelof, Maguire, Heaven, Mazwari, Fernandez, and Dorgu. Not scared. Not scared. Not scared at all. And then Ahmad, Mount, Højlund. Rasmus Højlund. I know I said this earlier, but I swear down, this guy has been missing. He's been awful. Man United fans cannot stand Rasmus Højlund. He wouldn't look out of place at Ipswich. He wouldn't look out of place at Ipswich. If I said to him, you're an Ipswich Town player, I think you go, yeah, he is. That's the level that Rasmus Højlund is, Ipswich Town. That's where I put Rasmus Højlund. Ahmad and Mount, yeah, scary, isn't it? Maybe Ahmad as a Villa sub, yeah, agree. Big up to Standing. I wouldn't take a single one of Man U's players. But yeah, he's not that much better. Garnacho as a friend for Emmy, keep Emmy at Villa. Well, I don't know if Garnacho's good blood at all. Unai Emery would say, Ahmad right wing, I'd take him, but not to start. Last chance of Bailey. Don't know if we'll see Bailey today. I don't know if we'll see Bailey today. I don't know. Spicy said that's brutal about my Erasmus analogy. It is. Look, cameras on Emmy. We know why. They're going to focus on Emmy Martinez, aren't they? They're going to focus on him leaving.
So he's definitely leaving.
There's a lot of rumours. There's a lot of speculation. He's had a last bet. Look, they've just compared his first 28 games to his last 9 games. He's doubled his clean sheets, and he's more than half his goal conceding ratio. So he's in good vein of form. But yeah, Bruno would be good for us. Exactly that. Now let's go to the Villa side. Let's go to the Villa side, people. Emmy, chat again. Today may determine whether Emmy Martinez is a Villa player or not. Champions League qualification is there. If Emmy does his thing. Cash Konsa, Powell, Ian Matson. I'm really happy to see Ian Matson. I think it's the right choice. I think Ian Matson will absolutely destroy. By the way, Villa have the third most big chance missed this season. Had no idea about that. 76. Interesting. Liverpool, who won the league, have the most, and Chelsea second. No chance Emmy goes to Man United with no European football, by the way. Not a chance. Not a chance, chap. Not a chance. So, yeah, ignore that one for sure. We got Kamara and Onana doing the double pivot. Oh, no. What have I just done? Crap. Give me a second. Something's gone wrong with my mouse. I'll have to do that for a second. Yeah, something went wrong with my mouse. We got McGinn, Asensio, Rogers, and old Ollie at top. So there we go. It's strong, it's beautiful, it's brilliant, it's full of goals, it's full of life. It's a Villa team that I want. And yeah, I cannot complain. Big up to Meeks in the build-up for the game. Can't complain, chat. I really cannot complain. I like the team. Just be honest, chat. Is there anyone in here who would have liked to have seen Ramsey, Mallon, or Bailey today? And who for, if you were to change it? Personally, I want Captain McGinn on the pitch. I want Rogers and Asensio. I think it's the right team. Big at Les and big at Leo. But we'll get Cash or Bangkok today on his last important matches. He just doesn't bother turning up. Plays like he's not there mentally. Let's hope we get a strong Matty Cash mentally today. So there it is. There it is. That is the team for today. Villa fans, neutral fans, haters. We've got no Chelsea fans here, luckily. Let me know how you're doing. Will your watch on be it? So no, we will be going over to the bigger. With the watch on, I'll get all those links ready. We are going to have all the scores up on the screen. We're going to be... I haven't actually looked at Forest Chelsea yet. I might go and have a quick look at their lineup in a second. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Yeah, hopefully it's not cut back Cash today. Best 11 on the field. We'd love to see have Mallon as a 9. Oh, Watkins has got to play today, Meeks. Got to play today. Disciples would have gone Mallon for McGinn. Interesting. Now, and again, I appreciate everyone's opinion. We have to look at the other teams. The worst outcome for today for Forest Chelsea is to draw. As I said, let me give you the permutations. Villa will get Champions League football if we win today and Chelsea or Newcastle lose, or if Chelsea draw. So we will be frantically keeping our eye on that. I just don't know. Is there something funny in the air today? In fact, yeah, let me put some links in to this bit as well. Let me actually get it in there right now for you all people. And I'm glad some of you are on it. Join me for the watcher today here. I'll put a little arrow because why not? We like a little arrow. Is that right, Heidi? We like a little arrow. Yeah, make it look good. There we go. There you go. There, it's in. And what I'll do is, because I'm going to be... Josh, what are you doing? I can't use my mouse today. There we go. That's loaded up in the chat. There we go. But yeah, let's have a look then. We'll be able to see the game. Just hear you. All sorts, you and I. You're going to see all sorts. But yeah, go hit that link that I've put in the chat here. That link is where we'll be doing the watch along bigger. Now, it's slightly different to YouTube because it doesn't have copyright stuff, so it is better in that sense because I can do a lot more of it and not get copyright for it. So here we go. The lineup for Forest Chelsea. Now, these two sides, if they were to draw, they've basically killed themselves. Forest and Chelsea cannot afford to draw against each other. Neither of them would get Champions League football if they drew with each other. But you know there's going to be a crazy world out there where it can happen. I've got a feeling in this game you're going to see like double red cards. I think you're going to see red cards in this game, Forest Chelsea. I feel like it's going to be an absolute riot. I don't know why. I feel like the players are going to lose their heads. And pressure will get to Chelsea as well. And pressure will get to Chelsea as well. Let me move my coffee a bit closer. There we go. All right, let's see their lineup. I'm hoping Murillo's there. There he is. Okay. We are all behind Forest today, chat. Do not beat around the bush here. Meek says, top looks good, Josh. When are you putting one in a giveaway? When we hit 15,000 subscribers and massive milestones. And we have ordered the new one, but unfortunately it hasn't come today. Heidi bought me the new one for my birthday. So there we go. But yeah, we love the top. Love the beard, Josh. Looking very intelligent, says Stand-in. Appreciate it. Yeah, Heidi loves the beard, as do I. But yeah, big up to everyone. Here we go. Forest. It's a strong side from Forest, by the way. Now, people going, oh, why are you not concentrating on Villa? Well, we'll take care of our business, but we need Forest to take care of theirs. Aina, Milenkovic, Murillo, Williams with Sales in goal. Rock, solid. Love it. Dominguez, Sangare, Anderson. Love it. Gibbs, White, Wood, and Elanga. Oh, no Hudson-Odoi against his old team. That is a shame. That is a shame, chat. There's no Hudson-Odoi for Forest against his old Chelsea team. Pardon me. Pardon me. However, let's quickly revert to Chelsea then. Look, do you know what's annoyed me about Chelsea? I'll be completely real with you. The thing that's annoyed me about Chelsea is that Cucurella, their left back, has saved their asses. Their freaking left back of all left backs, Cucurella, the one that Chelsea fans wanted out. The one that Chelsea fans wanted out. The one that Chelsea fans wanted out. He's gone. He's there. They got Dodgy Sanchez, Cucurella, Colwell, Tosin, Reece James, Caicedo and Enzo, Sancho, Palmer, Madueke, Neto. No recognised number 9 on the pitch. Yeah, Percy already for the game. No recognised number 9 for Chelsea. Will that help us? Chat, when you see those lineups, do you think Forest can do it? Do you think Forest can do it today? Let me know your predominant thoughts, feelings, and emotions on that. Pete said, when is your birthday? It's just gone, May the 18th. So a week ago, actually. Christ, that's flown by. So there we go. Mike says, you have to appreciate that in America today, the game is on CBMC, which is a finance stock market news channel. God. How does that feel, Mike? How does that feel? Now, Puff's there. By the way, have you noticed we've got the... Heidi's given a new little backdrop for us. I think it's added a nice little touch for today. We're bringing the positive vibes. We're bringing the colour to Villa. You know, all that good stuff. We want some flowers. So shout out to the flowers. Shout out to the florist flowers. And Puff's in there as well. But yeah, so people, Forest, I'm all behind them. In fact, I'm going to probably raid Wolfie stream in a minute and say, come on, Forest, in a second. But it's a weird one today. The reason why I say it's weird is you can't simply just concentrate on Aston Villa today. You'd be absolutely mad to think that it's all about Villa. Good job, Heidi. Yeah, she's done well, hasn't she? She's added a bit of decor to brighten it up, so you don't have to just see. So you don't just have to see this doll face. Yeah, wear the claret blue flowers. It's the only thing missing, isn't it? But listen, when we move house, which is in probably a month or so time, we will be having a new sort of backdrop. It's all new settings, so that'll be exciting for the new season as well. But yeah, guys, how are we all? Like, look, I can't help but keep thinking about Forest Chelsea. I think we do. I know, I've been very stressed. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to win today. I think we're going to break our Old Trafford voodoo. I think we're going to break our last game of the season. You know, well, that apparently is actually wrong. And I think we're just going to do it. But are Forest going to help us? That's the big question. That is the big question. Now, let's see if anyone else has joined our Fantasy Picks League. That would be really good if you have. We've still got the 5 entries in there. So as I said, chat, if you haven't already, check out the pinned comment. I am going to pin the watch along soon, so you guys. But yeah, come and do this. Come and get involved in our fantasy picks. Very simple, very easy. Can you pick 5 players from today's game that are going to be better than my 5 players? You can win a good $50. There's only 5 of us in, so you've got a better chance of winning. Come and get your fantasy picks in. You got Lee, Meeks, Long, Nick Zola. Come and get involved. Get involved in that. I'm telling you, it'll be the best thing you do. I'm going to put that in for you all as well. So legends, the lot of you. Absolutely love it. Some of you are still back in Fulham. Madness. I can't see Fulham doing anything but an L today. They've never beaten Man City, but funny things can happen. Ollie's going to score, isn't he? I see a Watkins goal. I have a bad feeling. I hope I'm wrong. We can do this. We only need one result to go our way. Exactly. Yeah. It's not easy. It's not easy. But yeah, there's Liam Meeks in the comments. Who won last time? Ryan, I believe, won last time. But there. A lot of you seem very calm and chilled for today. Teach me how you stay calm and chilled. Because I'm on the ceiling. I'm on the ceiling. I'm on the ceiling. I don't know how this game is going to pan out, but I'm on the ceiling. Puff is as well, I think. Or I don't know if she wants my cheese sandwich or she's just on the ceiling. But there we go. So we're getting close to kickoff. She wants my cheese sandwich. You can't have my cheese sandwich, Puff. I'm really sorry. But we're going to start thinking in a minute about going over to the Big Up Watch Along. We're going to start thinking about your predictions. Puff singing the tunes up the Villa. Yeah, up the Villa, Puff. Yeah, I can hear you. But yeah, this has been our countdown. And yeah, what are we... I have a bad feeling for United and Chelsea today. That's the one, Disciples. Don't underestimate Everton. Come on, you toffees. Yeah, the fact we are favourites away from home. Everton goalkeeper Sunderland fan, that's it, old Picky. Moon Projects on the beer. So we are going to bounce over to the watch on a minute. I'm going to change the pinned comment. So we're going to get this one in. I'm going to pin this. All right, Puffy. So if you want the watch along, it is going to be there in the chat for you. It's the pinned comment. And I'm going to spam. Actually, no, let's be better. As I said, don't know why my mouse is so bad today. It's Puff. Keep an eye on it. I love what I use. Here we go. I'm sorry. I'm trying to copy and paste while stopping Puff. What is wrong with my mouse? I'm having a meltdown with my mouse. Oh, for goodness me. Why can't I copy and paste? There we go. Sorry, chat. Tech problems, as you all know with me. It's always tech problems. But yeah, we're heading over to there in a few minutes. So get ready to there. What is the United lineup? Villa shirt for Puff. She needs one. Puff, who's noticed? Michael just noticed. Yeah. Why not cut one of mine? What is the United lineup like? Crap. Hoyland's playing. They got Mount. They got Ahmad. They got Bayindir in goal. They've got Lindelof, Dorgu, Heaven. You know what I'm saying. It's not great. It's not the best. But there we go. So people, for the watch along today, head over to there. I want to see you all now. Go spam the chat over there. I'm going to link it up right now. I want at least 50 of you. So that's basically a lot of you in here over in this chat right now. We got Pete and we've got VJ in the house already. That's where we're doing the watch on. You can see the boys in the chat. I want emojis in there. I want everything in there. Puff's ready for it as well. Go spam the chat in there right now with Up the Villa. I want to see Up the Villas in that chat. I want to see UCL. Here we come. There is the link for today's watch along. Do not miss it. Do not miss it. Get involved. I want to see more of you spam that chat. We're crashing out of here right now. Get involved for the watch along. Yeah, it's there. The link tells me that page doesn't exist. Damn. Hold on a second, please. Is it all right? Is everyone else's working? Let me just copy and paste. Someone, yeah. I know. That dog is crazy. The link doesn't work for some people. What about now? Oh, geez, we don't want a bad link. What about now? What about now? What about now? Is it working? We got Les in there. We got a few more of you in there. So love it. Just before we go over, I've got the same as Meeks. Damn, why is it not working for some people? That's annoying. Give me a sec.
It's not supposed to sign in as well every time.
Get in here again. The last one works. Okay. This link works. That's helpful. Right, people, all good for me now. Brilliant. Go spam the chat on Big Up. I'm out of here. YouTube, we're done. Countdown is done. It's time to get the score predictions and your first goal scorer over on the Big Up. Let's get 50 of you over there right now. People, much love in the chat. I'll see you on the other side if you're not in the watch along. Much love. I'm out of here. Ta-da.